Siwa, please, to speak to some of the research, and I know you have a gender and equality aspect in terms of the energy and the resources that I think is very important to bring into the conversation as well.
No, absolutely. I think the energy, water, agri-nexus is very real for women who have to spend a lot of their unpaid work in terms of the household burden on collecting biomass and collecting water for household use. And that can compete with the time they have for other activities, including agriculture. And it actually conditions, in some cases, their choice of agricultural technologies. So we're in the business of agriculture and agricultural technologies, but we also have to be mindful of the constraints, and relieving constraints on energy and water access could be significant. As much as we like to electrify, and I think that's a good goal, we're still always going to need biomass. I mean, we did a quick calculation for Mozambique, and it's a very sparsely, that's one challenge already, that is sparsely populated in terms of density. But even with the most optimistic uptake rates, only about 40% of households would get connected by, let's say, 2030. So that's where the decentralized, and that's on a sort of thinking of it on a grid basis. So maybe that's where the decentralized systems, that's really why you need them very much. And I would add maybe also to the private sector, I'd put actually informal sector. And it's good that you mentioned cell phones, because you go to any African country just about, when you step out of the airport, besides the taxi people, one of the first people to greet you are the people selling you SIM cards, selling you credit. There's a whole ecosystem of services that is set up to support that technology, which is why it's been so successful. I think our colleagues at EMI found it was the same for water pumps. In South Asia, there's a whole cottage industry of services of repair, distribution that help that technology be successful. So probably as we think of these technologies and how to disseminate them, getting the informal sector, which is a very important part of the private sector in Africa, involved, I think would be very key. And getting them technologies at work, which is, I'm sure, what the engineers are working very hard on. So I just wanted to make those quick points.
Great.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.